Greg Shoemaker, Tri-State Football. I'm here in Alexandria at the Gold Star, and this is our 2025 Kickoff Party, and we are with the Bellevue Tigers head coach Chad Montgomery. Right here is we've got Kane Ross, Derek Fortner, and Patrick Vogt all here with us, and tonight talking about the Bellevue Tigers. 9 starters back on each side of the ball, Chad. Man, you got to be pretty excited. The team went 5-5 last year, but how fun is it to coach a bunch of kids that you know you've already had in the system and have been around a while?
Yeah, so obviously coming into this year, obviously we returned 9 starters on both sides of the ball. So these kids have built high expectations for themselves. When we first got here, that was kind of finished the season. And obviously last year, we took a step further. And this year, where I said we expect to win every time we step on the field. We just got to stay healthy. And, again, our offensive line is going to be our strength. We return everybody on the offensive line, and that's where we should be able to win some of our football games because of that.
Let's talk a little bit about the offseason. Bellevue's been going through some changes at the stadium, but they haven't gone as smoothly as you would like. Talk about some of the challenges you've had this offseason in practices.
So, obviously not having a locker room right now. Our kids obviously not having a locker room, so practicing over at Newport. No coach's office, working out of my car. Obviously no equipment room, so that's been a struggle. Just lugging everything back and forth from our facility to Newport. We're just thankful that we do have somewhere to practice, though, and obviously it's all going to be worth it when it's all said and done, and it's going to be a beautiful facility. It's going to be one of the top-notch in Northern Kentucky, and we're excited. Just a lot of headaches right now, but it's all going to be worth it in the end.
Yeah, we talk about this, and a lot of people don't realize the beautiful view of downtown Cincinnati from Bellevue and the press box area, but it is a really special place. Gilligan Stadium is a special place, but talk a little bit, just the aura and the vibe of that place, because there's only one, the bleachers are set into the hill, and it's really cool, but talk about the aura there on a Friday night.
Just again, with all the tradition and history of Bellevue football from the 70s and 80s, obviously. But yeah, just the view of Cincinnati, it's just a neat setting for a football field. I know it's unique. It's built in 1934 by the WPA, along with all the other River City schools with Dayton and Ludlow. But yeah, it's just, like I said, sitting on the river on a Friday night, being able to see the view, just the history of the program and all the history that's gone with our football program, and we're excited to continue to build on that with the new facility.
All right, I'm going to go over here to our players, and all these guys, Chad, are been starters since their freshman year, which has been pretty cool to see. And let's start here with Patrick Vogt. And Patrick, you're going to play offensive and defensive line this year. Talk about being a senior and your role as a leader on this team.
So as a leader on this team, we have played together for 6 years. It's pretty important being together like this. We are a team together on and off the field, and we've really grown together, and we have become a great machine almost. We've obviously gone from 0-7 our freshman year to 5-5 last year, and we look forward to winning as many games as possible, hopefully 10-0. And it all matters on us, and we feel that pressure, but we're excited for it, and it just takes all of us working together as a team.
Derek Fortner, you're like the heart and soul in the middle of the defense over there, and had a lot of tackles in your career. I think you're well over 100 for your career. And let's just talk a little bit about being in the middle of that defense. What do you guys run? Talk a little bit about that side of the ball, and what do you like about the defense here in 2025?
Yes, sir. So being the key to defense obviously isn't the easiest thing, but it's one of the big jobs you have to do on the football field. Defense is a big thing in football. You obviously have to do your job, do big. So for Bellevue, we run a 4-2. The past 3 years, we got 4 up front, 2 linebackers, and that's mostly the key of any run games. And once you do your job, you're where you need to be.
All right, now, Kane Ross, you play on both sides of the football here, and let's talk a little bit about the offense. We haven't really talked much about that. Talk about the backfield a little bit. You're the center. Talk a little bit about the backfield and what, you're blocking for some guys. Tell about who those guys are.
We have some guys that, are top of the line. Quarterback, Steven, he's sophomore, junior this year. Played really, really well last year as a quarterback. Then we have Tristan back there as a senior. Also, he's dominating back there. we have a lot of people in the backfield that I trust and running the ball and getting us touchdowns and stuff.
So playing both sides of the football, tell us about what you do to train and play so many snaps on a Friday night.
I practice a lot on snapping the least because that's the hardest part for me because I haven't really snapped in a while. So I train with my quarterback, and he used to be a center back when we played. So trained with him a little bit and trained with all the guys and get better, and then to help out. Yeah.
Derek, let's talk a little bit about the neighborhood. Friday nights we were talking to Coach about what a great place to play. But as a player, talk a little bit about the area of Bellevue, the community, and what it's like on Friday nights for you as a player.
Yes, sir. So Bellevue is obviously one of the smallest cities around us. When we come together as a community on Friday nights, it's probably the best time around here, especially on game days. You have everybody lined up on the track, everybody lined up on the stands. Like, it's mostly because Coach Mont came down here. With Coach Browse, we didn't really have, like he didn't really put it out like he wanted it to be out. But now that Coach Mont came out of, what's the word? Alumni. A lot of people want to come out because of the stuff he's done for this city, this team. And, yeah, Bellevue's the best community around.
Patrick, favorite rivalry? I'm assuming it's the Dayton game, but and if that is, just tell us about that kind of atmosphere. You're talking about just a normal game, but a Dayton Bellevue game, something special.
Obviously, favorite rivalry is Dayton. We always look forward to those games. The Battle for the Paddle, of course, is big in our book. We always expect to win that game. We take every game one by one. We're not just looking forward to Dayton. We want to win every game. So we're not going to just skip the first 4 games just because we want to get to Dayton. So we take it step by step. We want to beat Trimble and all the other teams that just one by one, and not just skip straight to Dayton, although we do really want to beat Dayton.
All right, Coach Montgomery, before we let you go, your first go-around, it's not always about wins and losses. Your first go-around, I think you were at Dayton for a while, and you didn't put up a lot of victories there. But now, with this group, to see them starting like at 0-7 and now to go to 5-5 last year, how fun is it for you to sort of go through winning processes as a coach with these guys?
Again, just obviously I knew walking in this situation there was I knew I was walking into basically a win-win for me, being my alumni, and just knowing the expectations again from a team that didn't finish the season. I've been blessed since I've been at Bellevue. One of the things that we've been lucky is injuries. When I was at Dayton, that was the biggest thing that derailed me, was we just couldn't stay healthy, and that's where I've been blessed since I've been at Bellevue. As our kids are staying healthy, we have a great weight program. So it's just to be my alumni, be back into school and being able to get back to my community. And like I said, playing where I played just means a lot. But like I said, it's staying healthy has been the big factor for us to be able to get some wins. And like I said, we built high expectations for our kids. And I've told them, I played on teams that went 23-3 in 2 years, so I know that it's possible to win. Maybe being at a small school, never coming off the field. So, and that's what we're trying to instill in these guys, that they can win every time they step on the field.
There you go, guys. This is the Bellevue Tigers, and that's head coach Chad Montgomery, Patrick Vogt, Derek Fortner, and Kane Ross joining me, Greg Shoemaker from Tri-State Football, here at Gold Star in Alexandria for our 2025 kickoff party.